Hello everybody, Chaz here. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to bypass the SIM required screen on an iPhone 4 using Linux. Now, while I would recommend if you do have a SIM card spare that you just insert it and use it for the setup because you can take it out afterwards, there are some cases where you might not be able to. For example, you might not know what carrier it's locked to. You might have bought it second hand and you don't know what carrier it's locked to, or maybe it's locked to a carrier and you can't get hold of any SIM card, or you don't have any SIM card list. But using this method you can also bypass iCloud lock, I suppose, although I haven't tried it with that. I've only tried it with bypassing the SIM required screen, so I'm not sure if it will work. But to do this you need to be running Linux. If you don't have Linux, you can boot it from a live USB very easily. There are many tutorials about this online. I'm not going to personally show you how to do it in this video because I've already got Linux on my laptop. I might show you how to do it in a future video. But anyways, let's get started. So I'm going to leave a link to the tool I created myself in the description called ChazTech Hacktivate. I haven't thought of any good name for it yet, so I've just decided to call it that. So once you've downloaded it, it should come in the format of a zip file. So you need to extract it to a folder. I decided to just extract it to my documents. So then you need to open up a file manager and find the folder where you've extracted it to, and then you need to type it into the terminal CD, then drag in the folder and press enter. Now if you go into the folder, you just see there are some folders. There's a bypass.sh, there are several .sh scripts, there's files which are cleansed, the data arc.plist, which is necessary for getting iTunes working after you've bypassed this SIM required screen. And then there's a folder called GSM. At the moment, this method will only work on the GSM iPhone 4. I do plan on adding support for other models like the CDMA iPhone 4 in a future release, but for now, this only works on the GSM iPhone 4. And there's the iPondFU folder, which is like what you need to do to put it into PondFU mode. And then there's iRecovery, which is needed for like sending some files to the device and stuff. So anyways, let's get started. So first of all, we need to prepare the phone for this. So we need to press onto the power and the home button at the same time for 10 seconds. So then release the power button, but keep pressing the home button for another 10 seconds. And then release, and then type into the terminal LSUSB, and you should see it says here Apple Inc. mobile device DFU mode. This means it's successfully into DFU mode. Now you might need if you run the scripts and you get an error saying permission denied, then you need to type in the following command first. So chmod +x, then an asterisk, then .sh. That would fix your problem. For the first script, we need to type in sudo./pon.sh. If you don't use the sudo, it won't work for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why, but I believe working on the device and putting it into PondFU mode requires sudo privileges. So then press enter, and you should be asked for your password. This is completely normal because you need it to execute sudo script. You need to use, if you want to use sudo. Now just type in your computer password, and then you should see some stuff here. Then you should see device is now in PondFU mode, and then it's sending a few files here. Then your screen should light up, as you can see here. It won't say anything on it. Sometimes you might get a final error unable to connect to device. This is completely normal. I'm not exactly sure why it pops up, but it's normal and it probably won't affect the exploit. And bypass. Now type in ./load.sh. And now it's sending a few things to your device. And then you should get this nice verbose booting here. And then you should see an Apple logo with a progress bar, as you can see here. Now, the next step, while it's not required, I would definitely recommend it if you want to get the highest success rate. So what you want to do is unplug this for 5 seconds. And then plug it back in again. Now, this step isn't required, but I've had higher rates of success when I use this step. Now back into the terminal, you need to type in /forward.sh, and you should get some stuff here, and it should say forwarding local port localhost 2222 to remote port 22. This means it was a success. Now you need to open a new terminal window, but do not close this one, otherwise it will not work. So keep this window open, and then just type in /bypass.sh, and now it should say some stuff over here. And now it should say your device has been bypassed and will now reboot. And then you should see the Apple logo. So just wait for this to boot. And now you can go ahead and close everything down if you want. You can just go ahead and close it all down. Now I'm going to end the recording on the desktop because we don't need this anymore, because we've completely done the bypass now and we should be able to use our iPhone. Now it should buzz, that means it's almost started up. Now you should see we've bypassed the setup screen. It no longer says SIM required for activation or anything. Now we can just slide to unlock, and we've got the phone completely bypassed from the SIM required screen. And now we can open almost any app we want, like we can open calendar and it should work. We can open Safari and it should work completely. So almost everything works. There are a few things that don't work. I'm not really sure how to fix these yet. The main things that don't work are iMessage and FaceTime. These do not work, so I think these require proper activation. If you want to use these, I would just recommend you get a non-working second-hand SIM and use that to activate. And another thing that doesn't work is SIM, but considering you needed to bypass to avoid using a SIM, I'm assuming that there's some reason you probably wouldn't need to use a SIM anyway. You can also connect this to iTunes. It won't tell you to insert a SIM to set up. That's because of the dataarc.plist that I showed you earlier on in this video. That tricks into thinking that it has been activated, and you can even jailbreak it through various means now. So if you want to get Cydia, then you can go ahead and do that. So that's pretty much it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it helped you out. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to get more quality content like this. Anyways, have a good day. See you next time, and goodbye.